When it comes to the island, underwater rat holes are everywhere, so we proudly present top 3 underwater rat holes with full base designs on the island. Coming at number 3, this can be found at 10.3 latitude and 50.5 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this is our first location. This spot is honestly an amazing spot. So as you can see with this entrance, the entrance is a little bit of kind of an awkward entrance. It is very small, however it is very long. So trying to figure out how to build a turret wall or something there is going to be a little bit tricky. However, on the inside you have a ton of room. Now it might not look like a ton of room in here just because of how I'm kind of like looking at stuff. But I was able to fit a pretty massive base with the teleporter, replicator, indie fortress, everything. So trust me, this location is a really, really good one. So once you're up here, it is a little bit awkward and you're going to have to kind of build on the walls. But luckily with the vacuum compartments, you can kind of hover them. So it's honestly not that difficult to build in here at all. Then you have this nice little area down here that you can also build in. And overall, it does make for a really good spot. So let's go ahead and move on to the full base design. Now here is the full base design. So as you can see on the exterior, I decided to go ahead and just make an absolutely massive turret wall. This holds 100 turrets exactly. It is enormous, and I guarantee anybody that sees it underwater is going to be like, whoa, that's terrifying. So yeah, it does make for a pretty scary looking turret wall. However, you are going to want some more defenses on the outside. I'm just going to say that now. Now on the interior, since I use all the turrets on the outside, I can't really fit too many turrets in here. So I would recommend kind of toning it down a little bit. But yeah, as you guys can see, it is a bit of an awkward entrance to get in here. There's actually 2 entrances that I made. This is the first one that leads you straight into the crafting station. As you can see here, it is a pretty decent crafting station. It's a little bit compact, but you're building underwater. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty compact. You have a nice little vault row up top above the fabricator just to kind of have some extra storage for the crafting station. And then down here is more of your like personal like log out room with your personal vaults, some beds, and then your generator. Now your generator can be placed on the terrain, so I would recommend doing that. But coming upstairs, it is a bit of a maze in here, I will say that, but it does make for a pretty good base layout. You have some more vaults here and then some Dedi storages that seem to work out here pretty well, along with a decent amount of room to still get by. You have your transmitter there along with a vault for the transmitter. And then over here you have more vault storage. You also have some Dedi storages along with your indie forges. I was able to fit, I believe, 3 indie forges in here. And overall, it is a little bit tight, but it does work, and the indie forges can only fit here. Any other spot, and they won't be able to fit. So how to do that, you have to place down your indie forges first, then build the ceilings over them. That's the only way to get that to properly work. Unless you're on official servers, then that's not going to work, but you can still place them in here. So anyways, coming up to our third layer, yeah, we have our cooker, our grill, and then a nice little refrigerator just to kind of help out with that. Now this one is mainly a nice little dino storage area, if you can fit some dinos in here. So this is your hatchery over here in the corner, hence why we have that big room over there. But yeah, you have a lot of refrigerators here, a nice little hatchery with a decent amount of room to hatch eggs, but you're also underwater. I don't think you're going to be really breeding too much down here. But you do have a full hatchery and a storage area for your dinos, at least until cryos come out. So coming upstairs to our 4th layer, and yes, this thing has many, many layers. We have some more vault storage along with a teleporter. But yeah, that's it for this base design. Let's move on to number 2. And coming at number 2, this can be found at 9.7 latitude and 43.3 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this one is actually very similar to number 3, however, much, much bigger. So if you're looking for a way bigger location, this is definitely a good one for you. So this location has the same kind of wall layout, so you're going to have to kind of build on the walls. However, it's got a massive, massive room in the back. So as you can see, right whenever you enter, it looks about the same, a little bit more room, and then it kind of goes up farther up into the roof area right there. But anyways, once you enter in over here, it is enormous. So coming through this little tiny entrance, it's not too big, which means a lot of dinos aren't even going to be able to fit in. You have this giant room. Now it might not look that big on video, but this is enormous. You have tons of room. You can fit a full base in here, full hatchery. It's even big enough to breed like gigas and just massive things in here. But you got a ton of room in here to work with. It makes for a really, really good location. So let's get on to the full base design. So to begin, whenever you enter, I decided to leave nothing on the exterior side of this base since it is such a hidden location. So I started to go ahead and just build stuff on the inside. Now yes, the water might not look like it is here. It's because of a glitch that you're able to do just to kind of get the water off screen. It's super nice. Anyways, you have lots of turrets in here along with a smaller kind of turret wall. It's enough to really keep people out, just to let you know that you're getting raided pretty much. Yes, this is pretty weak. It's still going to go down pretty quickly, so just keep that in mind. But anyways, coming through here, you have a nice little doorway, which enters into this nice little airlock. Airlocks are always needed. Trust me, build them. Anyways, coming in here, here's your first tech Jenny that's powering that wall and any ground turrets. And then here is your back area. Now, I put the Tuso down here just to kind of show you guys how big that this spot is compared to some Tusos. And yeah, I highly recommend putting a lot of Tusos in here because I guarantee people are going to hate you. So anyways, as you can see here, we have quite a bit of turrets on this base, and I decided to do kind of a different layout with some double doors instead because they are stronger than pillars. So let me know what you guys think of that. However, it is less turrets, still based on that 100 turret limit though, and it actually does work out pretty well. Now you have a dino gate entrance up here, just to kind of make sure that you can walk some dinos out if you really have enough room to fit them in here in the first place. But coming inside, you have an absolute beautiful layout. You have a transmitter back in here, a full crafting station. I was able to fit a replicator. Don't ask me how. It fits though, barely. And then you have some nice little fabricators over there. You have 4 indie forges, I believe. 3. You got 3 indie forges, my bad. And then you got some vaults over there along with your chem benches. Now, this first layer is honestly really nice. It's very compact, yet still has a ton of room. You have your indie grinder behind your indie forges, and then your tech Jenny back here. That back area is just a little water area. I don't really know what to do with it. There's not much room back there. So anyways, going downstairs right here, this is another great room. This is basically your dino storage room along with a teleporter. It's not big, however, it's not that small. You have a lot of room for smaller dinos to fit in here, which really works out pretty well. And then down here, you have an absolute massive hatchery. This hatchery can hatch a ton of dinos down here. And again, whenever crowds come out, this is going to work a lot better, but just know walking dinos up and down these stairs is going to suck for now until they come out. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and go upstairs. And again, this is a bit of a maze, but that's how these all are. So this is our main vault room. I was able to utilize this area very well and fit a ton of vaults in here. And you still do have some room, so you can kind of mess with it and just try to fit more if you want to. You have a full Deddy storage wall back there, tons of vaults, tons of room, and still a lot of room where you're actually very comfortable with walking. Now coming up to our final layer, this is kind of just more of a storage layer, and I was actually able to put in some personal rooms. There are 5 personal rooms, and it works very, very well. Coming at number 1, this can be found at 32.0 latitude and 87.8 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this location was not featured in our underwater rat hole video for our top 10. It was actually featured in our main rat hole video. And this one is absolutely insane. I had to put it in. I just had to. It was just such an incredible rat hole. So this rat hole is honestly the best spot on ARK right now. Like the best, unless somebody has found one that I haven't found. But that entrance you cannot even get into. You have to use an itchy or something that you can basically ride just to get into it. So yeah, very, very tricky to live in here. I'll say that now. But whenever crowds come out, this spot's going to be overpowered. Anyways, coming in here, you enter into this nice little corridor area where you have 2 little sides. You can put a nice little turret wall right here, and it'll stop a lot of players from even walking in. Over here is your main room. This thing is absolutely massive. You have tons of room in here to build. And yes, I know I've already built a full base design on this. However, I did it again, and I kind of built it more compact where it's not going to be able to get raided as easily, because I did realize with that last one, you can raid it very, very easily. So yeah, we went ahead and just rebuilt this entire thing. So anyways, coming back here, you have a nice little room, probably a nice little area to put some generators or just maybe like a force field and some personal loot. I don't really know what to do with that area yet. But then over here, you got your main room. It's huge, it's massive, it goes up super high, and overall, it can be a very, very good spot. So let's get on to that full base design. Okay, so to start off, let me explain how to get in here. So you have to put a vacuum compartment right here, and then you have to be able to crouch and then go kind of under it and then get caught. Once you get caught, you can hit the tail of the itchy and then you can get in. It's very simple and it works on both sides. So once you're in here, you have a lot of some ground turrets and some ground tech turrets as well. Along with that, you have your first turret wall. It is a tiny little turret wall, but it is going to work very, very well to keep a lot of players out and just keep them from kind of walking into this main area. Now, instead of building it super close right here, I decided to go ahead and push this main area back quite a bit. Because if somebody's in, let's be honest, they're going to raid you. But if you have a second turret wall, they might not. You have a lot of ground turrets right here, and overall, it is a bit more compact. So if you're looking for more of a compact one, this is a great one for you. If you're looking for a bigger one, go to my last video, which it should be on screen now, or it should be somewhere on my channel. But yeah, so you can find it pretty easily. But anyways, back in that room, we had our generator, which was powering that first wall, and then we have another generator in the back in here. So once you come inside, we have a nice little airlock. Along with that, you are thrown in the face with some deadies. You have a nice little vault wall right there, and then a very, very good sized crafting station. If you're like a 6-man or like an 8-man tribe, this will work very, very well for you. So over here, you have your indie grinder, some Deddy storages, indie forges, smithies, you know, all that good stuff, along with the replicator, and the replicator does fit on here on official. Surprisingly, I can fit it in here. You have your tech transmitter right there, a cooker, a grill, some more vault storage, and overall I think I utilized this first layer very, very well. So yeah, so as you can see, there's that full vault wall right there, which I was actually able to fit a lot more vaults than I was expecting in there. So now coming up to our second layer. So go ahead and go upstairs, which can be found over here in this corner. It fits super well in the corner, so I decided to just put it there. Then you have some refrigerators, a nice little hatchery. It's not too big, but it does work. And then you have a nice little teleporter, along with a lot of vault storage. This is your main vault area, along with some Dedi storages. So yeah, it does work pretty well, but then again, it is more of a compact base design for a bit of a smaller tribe. But yeah, and then coming up to our final layer, which is up top, which you'll see here in a second. Again, I was able to fit more vaults over there in the corner. It's just a nice little logout room, and overall, this base design works very, very well. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please feel free to leave a like and hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.